Good morning, students. Our subject is Design of Concrete Structure 1. Our today's topic is Design of Slab by Working Stress Method. In last lecture, we solved two examples of simply supported one-way slab. In today's lecture, we have to design two-way simply supported slab. So, design a RC slab room having a size 4 meter by 6 meter. The slab is simply supported on 4 edges and carries a live load. On a slab may be taken as 2 kN meter square and floor finish of 1 kN meter square. Use M20 and Fe415. So in this example, room size is 4 meter by 6 meter. Slab which carries a simply supported. The live load is 2 kN per meter square. For floor finish load is 1 kN per meter square. The grade of concrete is M20 and the grade of steel is Fe415. So given data is room size 4 meter by 6 meter, supported width is 230 mm, live load is 2 kN per meter square, floor finish load is 1 kN per meter square, grade of concrete is M20 and the permissible stresses in concrete is 7 Newton per mm square. Fe415 means steel grade is Fe415 and permissible stresses in steel in tension zone is 230 Newton per mm square. Now first step, aspect ratio, means we have to check here our slab is one way or two way. How it check? Ly by Lx ratio, means Ly by Lx ratio, which is greater, we have to take first Ly. So here 6 is greater, so 6, smaller span is 4, so longer span to shorter span. The ratio is greater than 2, it is called as one way slab. The ratio is greater smaller than 2, it is called as a two way slab. So 6 by 4, the ratio is 1.5, which is smaller than 2. So design slab as a two way slab. It is called as a two way slab because the ratio of Ly by Lx, means longer span to shorter span ratio is less than 2. So it is called as a two way slab. We design this slab by two way. So second, we have to find here design constant. First constant is modular ratio. To calculate modular ratio, the formula is 280 by 3 into sigma CBC. 280 by 3 into sigma CBC value is 7. So 280 divided by 3 into 7. So the answer is 13.33. Modular ratio is 13.33. Second constant we have to find K. K means depth of factor K. The formula of K is equals to M into sigma CBC divided by M into sigma CBC plus sigma ST. The value of M, modular ratio, is 13.33. In first step we find here modular ratio. The value is 13.33. Sigma CBC value is 7 divided by modular ratio is 13.33 into sigma CBC, means permissible stresses in concrete is 7 plus sigma ST, means permissible stresses in steel in tension zone is 230. So the value of K is 0.29. Now lever arm factor J. Third constant is lever arm factor J. How calculate J? The formula is 1 minus K by 3. Here we find K, depth factor K. So the value of K is 0.29, means 1 minus 0.29 by 3. 1 minus 0.29 by 3. The answer is 0.90. Next, we have to find design constant is moment resisting factor Q. We have to find here Q, moment resisting factor. The formula to calculate moment resisting factor is 1 by 2 into sigma CBC into J into K. 1 by 2 into sigma CBC means permissible stresses in concrete, into J means lever arm factor, and K is depth factor. So 1 by 2 sigma CBC permissible stresses in concrete is 7. J means lever arm factor is 0.90. In last step we find here 1 minus K by 3. So answer is 0.90. Here K is a depth of factor is 0.29. So Q is equals to 0.91. Okay. Now second step, we have to calculate here loading. W. The slab will bend over a clear span of 4 meter. Let overall depth of slab should be 40 mm per meter length. So we consider here 40 meter and we assume here 175. For 175, because it's two-way slab, so depth is 175 mm and cover is 25 mm. So small d means effective depth is equals to overall depth minus cover. Overall depth is 175 minus cover 25 is equals to effective depth is 150 mm. Effective depth is 150 mm. 175 minus 25 is equals to 150 mm. Now consider 1 meter width of slab. So live load is 2 into 1 means 2 kilonewton meter. 2 kilonewton meter square is given in problem. So 2 kilonewton meter. Floor finish also given 1. So 1 kilonewton meter. Self weight of slab. The formula to calculate self weight of slab is, formula is P into D into density of concrete. Density of concrete. So B is 1, D is in meter is 0.50 and density is 25. So the answer is 4.38. Total we have to addition here of live load plus floor finish load plus self weight. So addition of these three, 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 4.38 is equals to 7.38 kilonewton meter. So total UDL of on slab is 7.38 kilonewton meter. Now we have to find effective slab. Here we have to find effective slab. We find here effective slab for shorter span. So our width of shorter span is 4. So L effective is equals to Lx plus B. So Lx is length of x direction, means shorter span is here. Our room size is 6 meter by 4 meter. So shorter span is 4 plus 0.23 means masonry wall thickness is 0.23. So total is 4.23 meter. And second L effective is Lx plus D. Our D is 150 mm means 0.15 and shorter span length is 4. 4 plus 0.15 is 4.15. From Ex and L effective, from these two, 4.23 and 4.15, whichever is less, 4.15 is less. So use whichever is less. L effective is 4.15 meter. So fifth step, we have to calculate here bending moment. We have to find here bending moment. So for calculating bending moment, use IS 456. For calculating bending moment, use IS 456 2000. Okay. So for bending moment coefficient, we have to find here. Use table number 27 IS 456 2000. So LEY divided by LEX means effective. LEY means longer effective span divided by shorter effective span. So longer effective span is 6.15 and shorter effective span here we calculated 4.15. So the answer is 1.48. Here the ratio answer is 1.48. In table number 27, here table number 27 we are using IS 456 2000. So table number 27, moment coefficient, bending moment coefficient of slab for two bay slab here is given for simply supported on 4 edges. In this problem here is given the slab is simply supported on over 4 edges. So for that we using this table number 27. So Ly by Lx ratio, our Ly by Lx ratio is 1.48. So where 1.48, between these two value is 1.48. So sigma gamma x and gamma y, between these two we got here the answer of gamma x and gamma y. By using interpolation we easily calculated this value. Okay. So the gamma x and gamma y, how we calculated? By using this value 0.099 and how we calculate interpolation? Firstly subtract here and subtract these two plus 0.09. So here we get the answer is 0.103. So this answer is 0.103 and alpha y, here is alpha x and here is alpha y. So alpha x is 0.103. Same we find here alpha y. Alpha y means between these two 0.051 and 0.046. Between these two here is a value of 1.48. So the answer is 0.047. How we calculate this answer? By interpolation method. So the answer is 0.047 alpha y. To calculate movement in x direction and movement in y direction, the formula is alpha x into w into Lx square. So alpha x we calculated here, alpha x value is 0.103 into w. Here third step we calculated w, total UDL, w is 7.38. So here taken 7.38 and the L effective is 4.15. Here we calculated in step number 4, 4.15. So the mx is 13.09 kilonewton meter. Same my. So the formula is alpha y into w into Lex square. For both we are using here Lex. Lex effective slab is 4.15. So my alpha y is 0.047, w is 7.38 and the Lex is 4.15. So the answer of my is 5.96 7 kilonewton meter. Okay, now we have to give a check our depth is okay or not. So for checking a depth, flexural and bending moment by equating maximum BM and resisting moment. So the formula to calculate moment, which moment we have to take, mx and my. We having a two moment. Okay, mx is 13.09 kilonewton meter and my is 5.97. Whichever is greater, 13.09 is large, so we take here 13.09. Maximum BM means maximum BM is 13.09 into 10 to the power 6. So Q, in second step, moment resisting factor we calculated is 0.91, width is 1000, per meter we all calculated, so B consider here 1 meter. 1 meter means 1000 mm. So we find here depth. D required is 119.94. 1194 means 115. We have to provide 120 or 115 mm depth, and we provided here depth is 150. So here 120 and we provided 150, so is already large, so it is safe in bending. Okay, we provided already large, so our slab can't fail. Seventh step, we have to find here main steel, AST. We have to find main steel in X direction, both direction. In two-way slab we provided main steel in both direction, in X direction also, in Y direction also. So to find main steel in X direction, along X direction, firstly we calculate AST for X direction. So AST X direction formula is mx by sigma st j into d. So mx here we calculated mx means moment in X direction. Moment in X direction is 13.09 into 10 to the power 6 by divided by 230 means permissible stresses in steel in tension zone is 230. J factor is means lever arm factor is 0.90 and our D effective is 150. So AST is 421.58 mm square. Area of steel in X direction is 421.58 mm square. 421.58 mm square. Now we have to calculate AST minimum. Here they provide us grade is FE415. So for FE415, the formula for AST minimum is 0.12% of Ag, and if 250 is given, so formula is 0.15% of Ag. So for Fe415 the formula is 0.12% of Ag. So the formula is 0.12 into B into D. Here we provide a capital D, so 0.12% means 0.12 by 100. B is 1000 and capital D is 175. So area of steel minimum is 210 mm square. Provide whichever is greater from AST minimum in AST X direction, 421.58 is large, so we provide 421.58 and we assume diameter of bar is 8 mm. Okay, so now we have to calculate here spacing for X direction. So for X direction, to calculate spacing, the formula is, for spacing the formula is 1000 into pi by 4 into d square. D means diameter of bar, divided by AST of x direction. So 1000 into pi by 4. Pi means 3.14. Diameter of bar we provided here 8 mm. So consider here 8 mm. Now AST we calculated in last step. AST provide AST is 421.58. So AST is 421.58. So spacing is considered 119.23. So spacing consider here 100 or 110 mm. Both you can take. So 110 mm we take a spacing. After that second spacing 3 into D means 3 into depth of slab is 150. So 3 into 150 is 450 and third is 300. From these three spacing in x direction is 110, second spacing is 450 and third spacing is 300. From these three whichever is less, 110 is less. So use whichever is less. So 110 is less. Provide 8 mm diameter of bar. About spacing is 110 mm center to center as a main bar along x direction. This we calculated along x direction. Okay. So calculating main steel along y direction. So now we have to calculated area of steel along y direction. So AST y direction we have to calculate it. So formula is my. My we already calculated. Moment in y direction. Moment in y direction is 5.90 into 10 to the power 6. Sigma ST means permissible stresses in steel is 230. J means lever arm factor is 0.90. In second step we already calculated it. So D means depth of slab. Depth of slab is 150. Why we are taking 146? So here our slab total depth we consider here 175. Here we calculated total D depth is 175. Okay, so we consider here total depth is 175. Here we provided bars. Okay, so before bar this cover is C, cover is equals to 25. So D minus small d is equals to D minus C. So 175 minus 25 here is 150. Along x direction we provided bar of 8 mm. So above 8 mm we provided y directions bar, means like this. Firstly we provided x direction bar and along this provided y direction bar. So depth is 150 and from this 150 we have to deduct diameter of bar divided by 2. Our diameter of bar is 8 by 2. So here the value of D dash, you also called it is called as D dash. D dash is 146. Okay, from this we get ASTY means area of steel in y direction is 197.54 and AST minimum is 210 mm square. So whichever is large, 210 is more, so we provided 210 mm square. Assume diameter of bar is 8 mm. Okay, so now we have to calculate here spacing for y direction. We already calculated spacing for x direction, so we have to find here spacing for y direction. To calculate spacing, the formula is 1000 into pi by 4 into d square divided by AST y direction. So 1000 here pi value is 3.14 into divided by 4 into diameter of bar we provided here 8. Area of steel space y direction, area of steel in y direction we provided 210. So here 210. Spacing is 239.36. Okay. So second spacing formula is 3 into depth of y direction. So 3 into depth d dash means 3 into d dash. We already discussed d dash value is 146. So 3 into 146 is 438. Third, consider S is equals to 300. So whichever is less from these three value. First is 239 means we consider here 225. Okay. So second 438 and third is 300. From these three, which value is less? 225 is less. So whichever is less we provided. The spacing. So provide 8 mm diameter of bar. About spacing is 2 to 5 mm center to center as a mean steel along y direction. Along y direction we provided 8 mm bar and spacing is 2 to 5 mm center to center. Now we have to give a check for shear. How we calculated shear? Here simply supported slab. So the answer is WL by 2. So the value of W is 7.38 into 4.52 divided by 2. So the answer is 15.37 kilonewton. 15.31 kilonewton. Value of V is 15.31 kilonewton. So now we have to find here nominal shear stress. Nominal shear value is V divided by BD. V divided by BD means the value of V is 15.31 into 10 to the power 3 Newton. B is 1000. For 1 meter we calculated all these things, and D is 150. So shear stresses is 0.10 Newton per mm square. Now permissible shear stresses in concrete. We have to find here permissible shear stresses in concrete. So PT maximum we have to find here. AST provided divided by BD into 100. Formula AST provided. AST provided means 1000 into pi by 4 into d square divided by spacing into B into D into 100. So 1000 into pi by 4 into D means diameter of bar is 8 square divided by spacing is 100. So 1000 is width, B is 1000 and depth is 150. So the in percentage is 0.34. Refer table number 23, page number 84, IS 456 to calculate permissible stresses. So these permissible shear stresses IS code pages. Here 100 AS by BD. We having a PT means it is also called as a PT. We having a value of PT is 0.34. Where is value of 0.34? Between these two, 0.25 and 0.50. Our grade is M20. So consider these two value, 0.25, 0.22. For 0.50, 0.30 value. And now we have to find for 0.34. So here 0.25 value is 0.22. 0.50 the value is 0.30, and we have to calculate for 0.34. We have to find. So how we have to find for 0.34 permissible stresses? So the form we have to by using interpolation method we can calculate. By interpolation means first 0.30 minus 0.22. Second step is divided by here 0.50 minus 0.25, multiply by these two 0.34 minus 0.34, and all these value adding here 0.22. So permissible stresses shear 0.22 for this value, for 0.34, for 0.34 the value is 0.25. So permissible shear stresses in concrete is 0.25. 1.25 is also given in IS code. So 0.25 into 1.25, the permissible stresses is 0.31. Here nominal shear stress is 0.10. Nominal is 0.10 and permissible is 0.31. Permissible is greater. So our slab is safe in shear. Okay. So here two-way slab diagram. Here our span is 4 meter here, and here our span is 6 meter. So Lx is 4 meter, Ly is 6 meter. We provided along X the main steel bar is 8 mm and spacing is 100 mm, and Y direction bar of 8 mm and spacing is 2 to 5 mm center to center. Both direction we provided bars, main steel provided in X direction also and main steel provided in Y direction also, because it is two-way slab. Okay, and masonry width is 230 mm. The bar is 8 mm, spacing is 100 mm we provided. So in this problem we find here AST X direction, mean area of steel in X direction, area of steel in Y direction, spacing for X direction, spacing for Y direction, and we give a check for shear stresses also, bending also. So our depth is okay. If depth is not okay, then increase the depth and repeat solve this problem. Okay. Anyone having doubt regarding two-way simply supported slab, so you can ask in chat box. Okay, thank you.